way, and my wheels are spinning fast. Gotta make up something really fast. I'm just kidding. Okay, I couldn't resist that. Real Warriors are spinning in my head. Anyway, so if you're here from TikTok, this is the video you were looking for. Alright? And I didn't just say that because of the shirt. So, I made a video on TikTok because you know TikTok has community guidelines and all this other crap that you kind of got to be a little bit careful at how you word your words. Or your shit's going to get banned. Or blocked. Or suspended. Or shadow banned. Whatever any of that shit says, I don't know what it means. Alright? So I'm riding home with my nephew. Well, I'm taking him home. I picked him up from the barbershop. And then I took him to Chipotle, where I sat in the parking lot for a fucking half hour waiting for him to order a fucking meal. Then he finally got to order his meal because apparently the UVA basketball team had like 45 fucking orders. Because it was too much like right for him to use the app to put his order in before we started driving. Anyway, that being said, let's get down to reality. This is about sex education and why we need to honestly, truly, to God, have sex education from the 4th grade until your senior year in high school. And I'm sorry, I'm going to piss y'all off, but that shit need to be mandatory. Alright? That shit straight need to be mandatory. Because this kid asked me if he is doing a girl and she is on birth control, can she still get pregnant? Ladies, please don't take offensive, but I gave him the only answer that I know to be true. Hell fucking yes. She can still get pregnant. Now, I just had a conversation with my older sister who actually added the sauce to the pan about if she's not taking it regularly and doing what she's supposed to do with it, then I would be correct. Otherwise, there's a possibility that she cannot get pregnant. So we're going to say it's a 50-50 shot. I'm going to go with my answer and say, hell yeah, she can still get pregnant. And the proof is really quite simple. He has a younger brother who wasn't supposed to actually come into existence because his mommy dearest had the shot. You know, that shot that's supposed to like fuck up your menstrual cycle and keep you from getting pregnant. And it clearly didn't work because he has a younger brother. Alright? So I had explained that to him and I asked him about the sex education in the school system. And he said that they didn't teach it in his school, but you know he had learned some in school, just not like the school he went to first, the lower elementary to the upper elementary high school. They taught it in whatever grade he started in over there, and then as he got to the higher school with the same name, so it's a big clusterfuck. But anyway, I think that. Yeah, when you're in grade school, you should be learning about sex education. But when you actually are in like middle school and high school, when people actually start having fucking sex, you should probably be taught more sex education. Which the system is backwards. You know, in grade school, you should be touched. You should be talking about touching and uncomfortable feelings and what doesn't feel right. Go with your instincts. Nobody has the right to touch your body. That kind of conversation until you get to like maybe the 6th or the 7th grade where you actually start knowing right from wrong, comfortable touches, and if you got a couple of freaks in the class just in case they're going around patting girls on the ass and doing things they're not supposed to be doing. Generation X was a totally different thing. We learned sex in the 4th grade and possibly the 5th grade. But since I fell in 4th grade, I was in the 4th grade twice. I knew a little bit more about sex education than most people. So, yeah, that being said, you know, we had a fucked up ass conversation. And he laughed at me because of my delivery. I was being serious, but he was taking that shit on the chin. And he's like, you're the funniest man alive. I was like, nah, dude, I'm serious as a fucking heart attack. Just because your girlfriend says she's on birth control doesn't mean she's actually on birth control. People fucking lie all the fucking time. I said, in the case of your baby brother being born, your mom took the fucking shot. She had the thing put in her fucking arm to prevent pregnancy and shit. And you have a little brother. So, do you really want to take that fucking chance if your girlfriend telling you, oh, I'm on birth control? I got that thing. the IUD, IED, some goddamn D that's up in her side of her cervix or whatever the fuck. You know, shit happens, man. You might have super sperm or something. You know, shit literally fucking happens. And just because somebody tells you something doesn't make it 1,000% the truth. But I'm not a female. So I can't tell you if birth control work. In some cases it do work. But when they started doing all these technology things and putting that little horseshoe looking thing inside of a woman and start giving them these damn shots and shit, and then the patch like you would do for a nicotine person, you know, that does not prove that that increases your chance of not having a baby. If anything, it just knocks it down a little bit. There's always a chance that something can go wrong with these damn things, you know. And science fiction and science fact are always one step away from each other. But science fiction says in the future, men will be taking birth control pills. And women can lax off on that shit. Here's what I say. Thank God I'll be dead by the time that shit happens. Anyway, of course, unless I come back to life and I'm born in a whole different body and I wind up being a female versus being a male. And now with all these pronouns and shit going around, it's just going to be one vicious fucking cycle. Come on, Romulans. Or Vulcans. Whichever one are the friendly ones. We don't want Klingons. They'll kill us all. Anyway, we also don't want Taurians right away, because they may kill us all. But we'll gladly take the Asari and the Solarians, because they were the nicer group. Any fucking how. You know, to be honest, it is a 50-50 chance. And I also told him, this might get a little raunchy, so if you have, like, weak souls, this is the video part where you run away, scurry off like little roaches and stuff. I literally told him some shit in an improper manner, and I'm not going to censor my words on my own goddamn YouTube channel. I straight told him the only way that you cannot get her pregnant is for y'all both to have oral sex. If you eat down below, she can't get pregnant, yo. If she chooses to suck on the disco stick, she can't get pregnant. You know, it's just that fucking simple. If y'all do oral sex, if y'all do 69, there will be no babies left behind. But if you're going to stick it in and go for the win, there's a very good fucking chance you might become a daddy again. Now, he's not a daddy. I tried to make that rhyme so he could understand, because, you know, young kids, rap music, always talking about rhythm and rhyme, and hopefully that would make him understand how to spend his dime. And then I yelled at him, as most good uncles should do. I yelled at him, and I yelled at him. I said, I don't give a flying fuck what she tells you. You do not have unprotected sex. You get a motherfucking condom, and you put that motherfucker on. Hell, if you think that you can't trust her condoms, take 2. And I'm not trying to make women look bad, because there's an equal amount of women and men who go around purposely getting people pregnant and then not wanting to do the fucking job that comes after that. Which is why I'm a 48-year-old man who's had to take care of my siblings and then turn around and take care of their children because of the procreation choices that they made instead of maybe using a motherfucking condom or birth control. Some of them were even taking fertility pills. So if you have a question on how you got here and you're kin to me, well, this is a discussion we probably shouldn't have. That's a discussion that you and your parents should probably have. But just know this, I know how it happened. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you like they're going to. That being said, now, let's get to the guts and glory of this shit. Now that I gave you the story of the day that started this shit, besides the 2 TikToks, you can go find me on, is it at JW underscore? Yeah. At JW underscore GreyWolf616. You can go find the first 2 videos there if you want to know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway. That being said, I'll probably write it in the thing if I can remember it. That being said, you know, this made me start thinking. It made me start thinking about educating myself. It made me start thinking, how can I educate him? And I straight told him, look, dude, you need to go to the fucking library. He goes, the library? He said, I'm not going to get these books at the library. I said, you can get these books at the library. If push come to shove, you can go to the health department. They will give you pamphlets for fucking free. And condoms. So support your health departments. They will give you condoms for free. No longer do you need to go to $13 to go to Walmart and get a box of 24. They'll give you a box of 24. Hell, they might give you 2 boxes. They usually do lifestyles though. So if you're too big for lifestyles, then you may be going to Walmart. But any fucking how. Not one condom fits all. Okay, just so that you know. Some people actually do need magnums. Some people just need regular condoms. You figure out what I need. I will let you know if you're right or if you're wrong. I don't really know what I need. I just put a goddamn condom on and pray that the bitch don't bust. Okay? So, now, got that out the way? Okay. The education of sex is a must. And it's probably more needed for girls than boys, because boys, we're simple. Shit gets hard, pop it in until something pops out. Women, it's more emotional as much as physical. Y'all get the double whammy of emotion and physical, where men is just physical, because most men don't know what the fucking emotion is if an emotion slapped us in the face. Let me rephrase that. My generation might not have known what the fucking emotion is unless it smacked us in the face, because I'm Generation X. But we know hardcore truth, alright? We know that if I go down the street and have sex with that girl, somebody's gonna tell my mom. And being that happened, yeah, I didn't get my ass beat because I had to suffer with the fact that I couldn't get rid of my wood for almost 2 months. Yeah, something really bad happened when I was 10. She was 12, so just put it together there. It's over and done, and I believe the young lady is deceased. Supposedly passed away in a house fire. God rest her soul. Any fucking how. We need to push for longer sex education. It can't just be one semester of class where you're there for like 5-6 weeks. You know, I don't know how long it lasts, but we can't just push for one semester of class. It has to be a whole year taught from the 4th grade to the 9th grade. Maybe even the 10th grade, the 11th grade, the 12th grade. To be honest, it should probably be taught from the 6th grade to the 12th grade. That way you have 6 years of education so that you, 1, prevent teen pregnancy, 2, prevent dreams from being stolen, dashed, and having to force kids to become adults to take care of a baby that they should not have been making in the first place because they weren't educated enough to know what happens with teens when they have sex. Not too many teens know about safe sex. That is a thing that we need to push for in all school systems. And I don't care if you don't like this video. I don't care if you hate me for how I worded everything in this video. That shit don't mean shit to me because I'm 48. I was smart enough to know not to have unprotected sex when I started having sex. The very first time I had sex, I was 10. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. She was 12. She knew what she was doing, so she clearly been through some shit. But she must have had the fortitude of mental to keep having sex, because she had sex with me and she had sex with my friend at the same damn time. I was an idiot and didn't know what the fuck was going on. My friend, he clearly had sex before, and I got set up. So I lost my virginity through a setup. No, it wasn't something that I can say I regret. It wasn't something I can say that I enjoyed. Alright? Because 1, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. 2, I was set up. And 3, there were witnesses who told our mother what happened. Yeah, my 2 younger sisters, they told my mom what happened. Because when I was getting the sex done, my friend was distracting them. When I was over there distracting them, he was getting it done. So for about 2 months, I had wood in my pants. And I had to like sit in school funny because it just wouldn't go away. Even after I peed, it wouldn't go away. So I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm good now. I'm good now. But I was 10. You know? And I thought my shit was broken. I thought my shit was broken. My mom giggled about the shit. My sisters didn't know what the fuck was going on. They just knew those little fuckers snitched on me. But that was it. You know? What's done is done. But, like I said, since that, learning and actually having relationships and having sex, I've learned the hard way to make sure that you have protected sex. I've learned from other people's mistakes about not wearing condoms, and next thing you know, there's babies in the family that didn't need to be here, and now they're here. And then years later, those same siblings that snitched on me, well, one of them particularly started having a baby when she was a teen. Okay? So, we need to push for stronger sex education classes. They need to last longer than 1 grade and think that kids are going to remember that shit when they actually start having sex. So literally, probably from the 8th grade to the 12th grade. I know I went from 6th grade to the 12th grade a second ago, but probably from the 8th grade to the 12th grade, because by the time you're in the 8th grade, there's a lot of things going on in teenage youth. I don't know about the 6th grade, but maybe the 6th grade. But for more convenience for this generation, 8th grade to 12th grade, sex education class is mandatory. No, just to prevent teenage pregnancies, teach the young ladies how to defend themselves about rape, tell them the difference between rape and sexual assault, and all kinds of other stuff, because I used to think that rape and sexual assault was the same thing. As a student of police science and criminal justice, I have learned that rape and sexual assault are not the same thing, but rape does qualify in the sexual assault category. So, okay. So, if I do this to a woman that I am not an acquaintance with, and if I do this to a woman that I am acquaintance with, technically that is sexual assault. Now, if her and I are boyfriend and girlfriend, and I'm flirting by patting that ass, and she's okay with it, then it is not sexual assault. But if I do this to some strange lady that I've never met before, it's technically a sexual assault. Same if I grope her boobs, it's sexual assault. If I put my hands in front of her shorts without her consent, it is sexual assault. Alright? Same thing if I go with a bra. Now, this also works against women. If a woman goes by and gropes my penis without my consent, it's sexual assault. If she digs her hands into my pants, it's sexual assault. She puts her finger in the back of my pants and tries to go into my rectum, it's sexual assault. These are classes that need to be taught to kids before they even reach college. Like I said, initially, 6th grade to 12th grade. 6 years of this shit, beat it into their heads so they'll know. This also prevents, I'm sorry for the motorcycle, I am outside. This also prevents girls from understanding what to report, what not to report, so that real rape victims or sexual assault victims won't be ashamed to come in and tell cops and shit what actually happened to them. See, these are a lot of things that just can go wrong on so many levels, you know. And we need to push for more sex education. Now, y'all can take this video with a grain of salt, but this video was very fucking important. I might not be the person who can deliver it. I'm sure that somebody out here, the 200 plus people that are following me, can make a better video. Please make a better video. Hell, if you're more educated than me, it would be great if you make a better video and push for a better sex education throughout the school system. Yeah, I might have been a little far saying the 6th grade to the 12th grade, but really? If little girls can have babies at the age of 10, maybe it should be from the age of 10 until the age of 18. So, let's see, 18, 12th grade, or 17, 12th grade, depending on your birthday, 16, 15, 14, 13, so that's 12th grade, 11th grade, 10th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 8th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 5th grade even, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. So maybe 8 years of sex education might prevent a lot of problems. And then, you know, I know this is horrible as hell, but if you teach young men about women respectfully and teach them that rape is like the worst crime in the universe, maybe, just maybe, if we raise our young men not to think that sex is the be-all of all be-alls, maybe there won't be a lot of sexual assaults. Maybe there won't be a lot of rapes. And I say this because usually in the case of sexual assault, generally the man is the perpetrator. There are very few cases where the woman is the perpetrator, except for like maybe in molestation cases where teachers are sleeping with teenage boys. However, there are teachers sleeping with teenage girls, and they get a whole lot worse than the teachers sleeping with the teenage boys. Just go Google that shit. That being said, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to go eat me a pork chop. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I taught you something. I will probably make another video tonight. I might even do a night shoot, but I'm not going to swear to it because our sky is looking funky. I will show you our skies. See our sky? I think we're looking at rain. So, that being said, I am Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Comes We Have number 2. Be seeing you.